So I did a recording on this, but I was like tired and it was like 5 in the morning and I wanted to sound a bit more energized. But I basically was talking about how I've been in love with love since I was like 10. This is something I've talked about before. How a lot of us as kids have been like indoctrinated to love love because we see it everywhere, like in Disney movies and in movies in general and like in TV and just all around us. Like we're socialized to want love. And of course, like all kinds of love exist, but especially romantic love, like wanting to be in a relationship with another person, trying to find your quote unquote soulmate, trying to find that perfect person. And every time I get near Valentine's Day, I always write a poem. I always write a poem. Kind of because I get in my feelings. And I've taken Valentine's Day for me as someone who has not been in a relationship since seventh grade. I take it as like a self-care day. I'll be honest. Like I see other couples and I'm like, I wish that were me. A lot of people do. But at the end of the day, it's just like, I don't think my time is here yet for a relationship, I guess. Like I just feel like it might not fit into my life yet. Like I feel like I have a lot more to do and whatnot. But I basically wrote a poem and it's something that I've been wanting to write for like a couple of weeks. I just didn't know like a time to write it, but I finally got it all out. And I wanted to read in this video, which I never really like post my poems anymore. I used to do it like a really long time ago, but not a lot of people express their love for poetry and I didn't really think anyone gave a shit. Does like resonate with me and how, like I said, like I love love so much, but loving love is not always like this fun thing because love has so many layers to it. And love is not like always happy go lucky. It can be like so much pain. It can be anger. It can be like so much stuff. Anyway, enough rambling. I'm going to read the poem. I never asked to be Aphrodite. Something I never would have dreamed of is love, and woven into the fleshiness of my brain to become an obsession. The goddess, glory and light overcast the depression, the symbol, the epitome. I was doctored to make it every bit of me. So beautiful, I refuse to look away. I become submissive the moment I hear her name. From the moment I read her purpose, my life was never the same. But who am I to blame? A child who knows nothing that's tame, then grows further with the longing and aches with its shame. I never asked to eat, breathe, and sleep the concept I prematurely understood. The emotion that kisses and bites away at my heart, the debris hardens. It falls and the shards seep into my skin to juice my devotion. To show that this problem is deep rooted. The rose is a spiral that protects the core, and it scrambles. The savage bees will tear you apart, more than merely admiring from up close. Who forgot to tell me that it wasn't always as pretty? I fall for the ugly and I question love, and the authenticity feels like a joke from above. I blossomed into a world that showed me its teeth and rotten gums. I'm an adult and I'm still navigating what love is. It was something less taught in a classroom and brainwashed into my conscience, and now everything is intertwined. Everything is fined and signed in dedication to this highness. An unhealthy obsession that started when I was 11. Every poem that flowed from me envisioned affection, the connection, the embrace, the sunshine, and the smile that would stick to my face, the solution to all the cracks of my confidence when I couldn't even love myself. Yet I later learned that a goddess must cherish her wealth, and even now, after feeling as if I found the mold to put up for display, I still desire and wonder if I'm cut out for love someday. I'm the hopeless romantic who loses hope, who falls into the wars that have left me injured and tatted with scars, the one who embodies but struggles to get out of my shell, the one who still twitches for the sweet taste that everyone boasts of enriching their souls with. But it is not my fault, because I never asked to be Aphrodite. I never asked to be in love with love for half of my life, to make it the all of my entire being and doing. As much as I will forever find myself in worship, infatuated with this mesh of beauty, sometimes I wish this was never bestowed upon me. So that was a poem. Like I said, I wanted to write this for a while, and it's kind of funny because, I'm posting this and my channel name is Aphrodite, and that's for a lot of reasons. Like, literally, like I said, from the moment I read Aphrodite's name, like I remember starting to read Greek mythology when I was maybe like 10 or 9, reading about this goddess who represents love and beauty and like just all things, I guess, wonderful. And Just from like I literally loved Aphrodite's name. I think her name is like gorgeous, but just what she embodied, I feel like represents me as a person now because I love love. I love things about love. I also love things that are considered like aesthetic or beautiful, whether it's physical or it's a concept. And the part where I say I never asked to be Aphrodite is kind of going towards, like I said, the indoctrination of like when we're young and we're socialized to love love and become obsessed with it. It's like I didn't ask to be obsessed with this stuff because I feel like being obsessed with love can be like so detrimental to the way that you think, especially like if you think love like one emotion like happiness and all this stuff, but you never really see the ugly sides of love and how it can really like, I don't know, form between humans because like I said, love can be pain, it can be anger, there's heartbreak. Love has like, its moments where people fight, where people get into altercations, where things are confusing, and no one really prepares you for that. Like as we're socialized to love and shit, no one tells us what love really is. They don't tell us about those roller coasters and how to prepare for them. I also feel like some of us see love in a way that's not like sunshine and rainbows and like through was it rose tinted glasses. I also feel like we may have this false representation of love that maybe we've seen growing up, maybe like very toxic relationships and stuff. Like no one tells us like, oh, this is what a healthy relationship is like. And we may see things online too. Like the internet is such a huge influence, especially like telling us what a good relationship is, what a bad relationship is, how to deal with your partner, how to interpret the things that they do. Like it's so much stuff. Also, the people who are hopeless romantics who really want to find love and know what it feels like. It is like this terrible ache. Especially for someone like me who my experiences with love, I even though like I said, I haven't been in a relationship since 7th grade. I don't even know if I can count that, but any other encounters I've had with like love and whatever, crushing on people and stuff has not been the best. Understanding how people function, how different kinds of people function, but my past experiences have not been great. And it has definitely like it's definitely shown me the ugly sides of love. I might be talking in circles. As I get near Valentine's Day, I'm kind of like really reflecting on like this has been my mindset since I was very young. In love with love, wanting love so bad, romanticizing basically anything and everything. Like I've been writing poems for a long time, and when I tell you a good amount of them are about something romantic, I'm not kidding. I have a lot of poems that I've written. So I don't know. It's just like I kind of wish I weren't so obsessed with it. I wish this was not bestowed upon me, and maybe I wouldn't feel the pain of it, especially like as if I'm missing out on something. But anyway, I'm going to stop talking in circles. That's the poem. And also, as a reminder, if you got to the end of the video, Valentine's Day does not have to be with like a boyfriend, girlfriend, like significant other. It doesn't have to be for someone else. It can be for you. Like, I take Valentine's Day now until I, ever get a partner again. I take Valentine's Day now as a time for moi, like doing stuff for myself that I like, showing myself that I'm worthy of good things and I don't have to really get it from somebody else. Um like I'm going to go get my nails done like maybe the day before Valentine's Day, or like I'm going to go get sushi, I'm going to go watch movies and stuff like that. Like doing stuff like that. Whatever makes you happy or whatever special thing you want to do for Valentine's Day can be enough. You don't have to dedicate it to another person or receive things from another person, like because like self-love reinforces your self-worth. And I think that's really important. Anyway, that's it for this video. If you like the poem, let me know. If you didn't like the poem, let me know. If you're a poet, please tell me, because I feel like I don't find a lot of poets out there. There's a lot of people who don't really like, fuck with poetry. like writing poetry and stuff. So I like finding like poets in the wild and stuff. But yeah, that's it for this video. And until the next one, whatever I talk about.